although we are standing between lunch and you. So anyways, so that's a disclaimer. It's not working. Hello? Okay, fine. So that's a disclaimer. This demonstration is for educational purposes only, and we don't intend to make any harm to any open source organization or a commercial organization. For exploitation is really a big issue. So coming to the first thing, what actually we have is a brain, right? What a brain does, it just controls our hardware organisms, whatever we have, maintains our metabolism activities and all. So similarly, the OS does things like process management, memory management, and the basic interaction module. It does provide us with the basic functionalities what a human body, or a computer, which is more of a human now, can do, right? So moving ahead with it, I'm sorry. Probably I'm a little more excited with
system. Is it the highest kernel? I was just going to give the options and everything. So here, if you want to exploit, or if you want to, you can say, make an operating system vulnerable, you will have to deal with the kernel at first. If you make the kernel weak, you can make the whole operating system weak, be it any flavor of Linux, be it any flavor of Windows.
Skull's eye. It's not bullseye. We have kept it skull's eye. So the basic terminologies we are going to use over here for exploitation are AIP, ASP, and EBP. Yeah,
so you all know all these things. These are like the basics of the architecture of an microprocessor, or be it anything in the digital world. The instruction pointer will always point to the instruction which is going to be getting executed as of now, or if you want to get a new execution, it will point out to that particular instruction to be executed. Whereas the stack pointer always points to the stack, the top of the stack, which already you have seen in the first session where Madam Lakshmi Ishwari has explained you how to secure your code, in which the stack pointer was being used to put your own attack code or something like that.
Give me a second, please. We are geeks. We eat and sleep code. All that's in store. We have gadgets, food, code. As you can see me, I'm a lot of foodie. And what else? We love music. What do we have next, Shashank? Yeah. So all geared up. These are the tools and guns and bullets for us today. We have virtual machines. We have Python, not the literal ones. We have OllyDBG, Immunity DBG for debugging. We have WarFTP 1.6 version, and we have MSF, that's Metasploit framework. So we'll be demonstrating you some of the functionalities and what all we can do with it. So it's demo time. You can dance to our codes here, although it's not music to you, some of you, but most of all we have an InfoSec awareness workshop or InfoSec conference over here. So we expect all computer people over here. So coming to a demo, as we have seen, there are lots of glitches during demo, so we created a video for that today morning. So Shashank, would you take them forward with it? Are you all ready?
Definitely. This is a just recorded video. Here you are seeing a screen is nothing but a debugger. Be it any, here I'm using OllyDBG. You can use WinDBG, Immunity Debugger. There are various freely available debuggers to debug your executable models and everything. This is the base machine Ubuntu over here. We are having two virtual boxes. One is the Windows XP, which is our target, Service Pack 3. And the other one is the attacker, nothing but Backtrack, which one of your friends has just given you an idea about a Backtrack. He was explaining the Backtrack 5R3. So here I'm just going to open WarFTPD. Now what exactly WarFTPD is, it's just a daemon to run an FTP client. You know all FTP server. You'll be using FTP servers to download various images, various updates of the antivirus and everything.